My name is Rhapsody. Welcome back to Slay the Spire 2. What do we think? Precise scissors, Silver Crucible. How do I get the most value out of this floor? It's not looking particularly good for us. I mean, if I really... No, I'm not doing it. There's a 1 rest 4 elite path if I really wanted to go wild. 2 elite, 2 rests look like basically the best thing I can find around. Kind of tough stuff, but I take that Silver Crucible and hit this right hand. Whoa. I'll take 1 damage on that first turn. I forgot, sorry. I didn't look at the right hand of my hand and see that I had a survivor. I'll play that and then do 2 strikes instead. But yeah, especially removing a basic strike from this deck. Going to a bunch of question marks and 2 early rests should give us the ability to get a lot of the deck upgraded. Yeah, give me a Cloak and Dagger as my first card, thanks. And I'll enchant a Defend with Spiral. Steady. Now the next is a shop, but Steady's good. I do like Steady, but I would rather get value out of both of these spaces. Prowess is actually even better if I'm going to be using shivs. It's not easy to get Strength as silent. She's not the strong and silent type. Alright. Perfect. We'll wiggle our way out of here with no damage. Dagger Spray, now we got some AoE support. Ooh! Hey, that's another way to gain strength as silent. Give me the Sword of Stone, let's do it. I only get 2 of them this floor, but we'll do it. Log of Ulin at the end of this floor is going to be the most difficult. I just need to have more damage before I get there. Leading Strike versus Pinpoint versus Predator. The thing is, Leading Strike works. Yeah, it plays into our shivs really well. Like, too well not to take. Let's take the second turn of Neutralize. Prowess, single defend, leading strike is enough damage to hit the hardened shell limit. Sadly, we didn't get a neutralize that turn, but we still defended for all but 9. Rainbow Ring! The first time you play an attack, a power, and a skill in the turns, gain a strength in the dex. That's another way to gain strength as this character. Holy hell! Give me Prepared. Very worth having a copy or 2 of that in the deck. 0 cost skill I can play for the sake of the Rainbow Ring. Prowess, Prepared, defend. Sadly, no attack available that turn, so I couldn't get my scaling. Untouchable. Defend triggers on discard. Perfect. Definitely Prowess as well. as whatever else I get played this turn. Neutralize. If I'm going to be weakening for 2 turns, it's supposed to be the 3rd liner, right? Yeah. 3rd liner was the right target. And now we're on easy street. Just wildly outscaled him. GG. Holy smooth stone, just another dex, and tracking! That's damage scaling, baby! Oh, for this deck, that is damage scaling. Hell yeah. Tracking neutralize, drop a survivor. I gotta take 3 damage this turn, but then you'll be the one taking the damage. Four strength. We're on floor 1, by the way. 1, 2. Sick dagger spray. Oh, the AoE is so good as well. I'm going to drop the poison pot for the attack pot. And I really don't think I'm short on any of these, other than maybe prepared, and even then I feel like the first one needs to get upgraded first. I'm not bloating the deck, you can't make me. I will upgrade tracking, so it's much more playable. 1, 2, 3. Attack power skill, we trigger Rainbow Ring. I'm going to use a power potion this turn. Tools the trade. 1, 2, 3. Triggering Rainbow Ring again, and then I've got Rainbow Ring next turn as well from Prowess. And I've got Tools of the Trade discarding Untouchable at the top of the next turn when the enemy's going to be woken up. One, 2. Hell yeah. 6 dex, 5 strength, first boss fight. Each of these shivs is doing 13 damage, and I don't have an accuracy in play. Alright. GG, Matriarch. Liquid Bronze, pretty useful for the next floor. Assassinate. I do really care about my damage on first turn. I think having vulnerability application from turn 1's huge for us. Blade of Ink is lovely as well, of course. But I think Assassinate is our choice. Dove. You can no longer gain gold. I don't want that. I'm going to take this, I think. It's a 3 rest 2 elite mid shop. I think the only choice I can make here is empty cage, cut 2 strikes. It makes the deck better, absolutely, but it's hard to be in favor of empty cage when I know that what's it even called? Big Hug exists. Remove 4 cards from the deck whenever you cycle the deck, add a soot into the draw pile. Prepared through Untouchable. Assassinate. Dagger Spray kills. Leading Strike. Sets up. This is only 2 elites on this line, though. Okay. If I gave up that rest and that shop, I can take an additional elite. Yeah. I'd rather have my strength before the end of this floor. Cloak and dagger upgraded. That's about what you'd have to offer me for me to take it as well. Yeah, 2 strikes and I'll take a better one. Because I'm not going to get that many more opportunities for removal. And a large strike does really good damage. Yeah, like that. Calculated gamble. It's pretty good. Gotta take a copy, I think. Weak pot, I think, is more important than an attack pot for us, because I've only got 1 source of weaken in the deck, but I do have tracking. I'll take 4 damage this turn just to split some damage on the enemy. I'll have to use my Thorns here because it'll save me 9 HP by causing the enemy only to get 1 of their 2 strikes out. Let's double defend is full coverage. Perfect. Need a little bit more draw, I think. Dagger throw, deadly poison, snake bite. No. These aren't sources of that for us. Dagger throw just replaces itself. Tough to go past our best defense in the opening hand. He's prepared to play. Nice. I'm actually going to cycle those. There we go. Tracking dagger spray. Nice. Saves us a lot of HP to have done that. Prowess. Through the prepared. And then leading strike sets up easy lethal, as well as even more strength and dex. See, at this point, I don't have to worry, because I can just defend, and survivor, and I defend all but 1 of the incoming damage. It's just I have to be careful in all the earlier turns. Alright, Obscura down this turn. Piercing Wail's incredible against basically every one of the elites on this floor, so it's worth having. Assassinate for a 2nd turn of vulnerability will close out Enso really quickly. I do need tracking and prowess and stuff like that out there first. So I think I'm supposed to count gamble. Yep, prowess, then fully defend through it. Don't even need to weaken yet. Tracking, cloak and dagger, neutralize sets up weaken, and then it's just, yeah, then it's just got to be damage. Can't throw those next 2 though. I would like to draw a defend of some kind. My god, we got Piercing Wail. How do they do it? Cloak and dagger. Drop the defend. I will throw a weaken here, because I got a lot of damage in hand and I'd like it to do a lot of damage. 6 health left. Yeah, that was the risk. 16 damage incoming, unfortunately. And then kill you with a shiv next turn. Letter opener. Whenever you play 3 skills in a single turn, deal 5 damage to all enemies, and then I'll take a escape plan, because that's a skill I can play without really investing any of myself into. I gotta take the risky path here to get the extra elite so that I can try and get my Sword of Stone. Ooh. Vulnerability? For me, the Silent? Nice. Yep. Definitely Assassinate. Definitely going to be using Ultimate Strike prepared through Untouchable. Double defend this turn. Additional defend. Yep. 3 damage taken. Sick. Prowess. Cloak of Dagger. Shiv and shiv and shiv and... Fine. 4 damage to me. Tracking... I will use Cloak and Dagger. Yeah, actually, it still works out positively for us. Especially because we get a point of dex out of the whole situation. So you're vulnerable and weakened. Yeah, so the damage is ridiculous after that. Tactician, Sly, gain 2 energy. As much as I care about our draw, I really care about opportunities to gain energy. I just didn't think that was realistic. I'll rest here to guarantee I can push through the Desi. Thankfully, both of these potions will really help with that as well. Let's try and focus on taking less damage this turn. I'll use Fire Pot to prevent myself from getting weakened. It's not about preventing the incoming damage that turn, it's about maximizing our outgoing damage next turn. Prowess, Squash. Double up on defend, 23. Yeah, 2 damage to my body, but still doing pretty good. Unfortunately, we did get weakened there. Cloak and Dagger. I can take out the Decimillipede in the front line with no real effort. Double defend for comfort afterwards, and I've got weakness in the draw pile. Sorry, not weakness, I've got AoE in the draw pile. And weakness. GG. Vajra! Not only do I get 3 strength at the end of that combat because of the Sword of Jade, but I also get another strength from Vajra! Thanks, bud! Cloak and Dagger, Bouncing Flask, Pounce. Nope. I don't need no Cloak and Dagger, thank you. I just need to use the ones I have. Escape plan, prepared. Leading strike, 1 down. There you go. We did it. We played an inordinate amount of skills and it killed a unit. After image versus calculated gamble versus blade darts. The answer there is pretty obvious as I click after image and then upgrade it immediately. I'd love a point of strength and dex on my first turn, actually, bloody. After image, assassinate, squash, defend, leading strike, strike, strike. Beautiful. Draw 1 less card, no. Ugh, I'll disintegrate. Get him the shivs. Ooh, our powers. Love to see those. Tracking, double up on defend. Not my best turn there. We will be taking 8 damage at the end of it, but still. I think it'll set up for big successes in the future. a lot of strength and dex. 7 strength. 4 dex. Let's focus on the strength, though, because it's better. Obviously can't sloth. Squash to set up vulnerability. I'd love to have weaken set up soon as well. There it is. Sadly, no real damage to follow up after having gotten those conditions met. I could use the Cunning Potion and probably just win this turn, but I could also just not. 13 and then 27 incoming. So I take 4 damage to my actual body this turn. Nah, it's fine. I don't need to waste those resources, especially because the enemy isn't doing big damage the turn after. GG. Yeah, no real threat there for us. Shadow Step, discard your hand, next turn, attack deal double damage. It's exactly what I want. I've got vulnerability multiplier, on tracking multiplier, on double damage multiplier, on a bunch of strength. Mwah. Enthralled. No. Ethereal copy of the first attack I play each turn is pretty wild, though. It's a lot of damage. Especially on that first turn. Is there any way I can deal with enthralled? No. Just give me the ethereal copy of the first attack I play each turn, please. I mean, I just want to take out as many elites as I can. Okay. After image, then assassinate gives us another assassinate back in hand, kills that target. Prowess. I'll super defend. Okay, Shiv makes a Shiv, makes a Shiv, makes a Shiv, makes a leading strike, makes a Shiv, makes a Shiv, makes a strike, makes a kill. Nope. Vajra for 2 relics. Yes. First time you play a card that debuffs an enemy, doubles its effect, as well as Centennial Pod the first time you lose HP each combat, draw 3 cards. It's more vulnerability on the enemy as well as a little bit more draw. It's fine. Backline's got 6 turns of vulnerability as a result of it. Mirage, backstab, dagger throw. I really don't think I need backstab. No. Last floor I might have taken a backstab. Cure all. The energy is worth it. I'll replace the Swift Pot. Okay. After image, assassinate, neutralize, ultimate, and squash. You're screwed, man. Tracking. Prowess. Now I'm gonna use Cure All. Leading strike, Shiv. I had another leading strike and 2 more Shivs where all that came from. Start of your first turn, lose 2 energy. At the start of all the other turns, gain? I can't give up that energy. I can give up a strike. Vambrace, first time you gain block from a card each combat, double that amount gained. And then my next shop is just removal again. Versus what? Equilibrium? No, I mainly spend out. Okay. Take Vambrace. Oh, wow. Look at the multiplier. After image, tracking, I'll Survivor through Tactician, then Assassinate to set up Vulnerability, Neutralize to set up Weaken, and then Assassinate for 38 damage. Because of your Vulnerability and Weaken, you see. Sick. Prowess. Cloak and Dagger. Shiv. Shiv. Leading Strike. Shiv, 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 Shiv. Could kill you next turn. And hell, I will. Shiv, Shiv, Shiv. Squash. Marbles at the start of combat apply one vulnerable to all enemies. Damn, they really want me to put my foot down. On the gas, that is. Piercing Whale's pretty good against both of our upcoming targets, so I'll take a second copy in this deck. Joss Paper. Every 5 times you exhaust a Piercing Whale or a Shiv, draw a card. Upgrade Tactician for the additional energy push. After Image. Assassinate. Assassinate. Only you were weakened as well. Tracking, Cloak and Dagger. Shadow Step at the end of that turn. Okay, I'm doing double damage this turn. Okay, if I Prowess, neutralize the back line, and then Squash, Ultimate Strike for 85, neutralize the front line. Yeah, I'll take a little bit of damage here, but it clears out the most important enemy early. And finish you. Ocean Belt for 2 more spaces. Sucker Punch? Annoyingly, I actually think I need Sucker Punch because I don't have enough density of Weaken in this deck and the Sucker Punch is upgraded. Like, I would have taken any other source. But the other ones weren't offered, so I'll take this. After Image, hits Assassinate, hits Squash, Defend. Survivor, then Shadow Step nothing. Double damage this hand while the enemy's vulnerable. Sick, tracking, and I can even weaken them this turn. Hell yeah. 36 damage per Shiv. Finisher, Accelerant, and Deadly Poison. No. I think Fasten for 4 additional block from defend cards makes a lot of sense to me. I also think Well-Laid Plans is quite good. What if I took both of them and a backflip? And a dodge and roll. I'm going crazy. And a weak potion as well. A little tough for me to generate enough energy to play Well-Laid Plans consistently at 2 costs, so I will upgrade it. After Image first. Assassinate. Why is that turn tracking? Sick. Oh, we did get neutralized, so I could have done even more damage, as it turns out in retrospect. Anyway, Well-Laid Plans. Did I play a skill that turn? I did, great. Which means I did get my strength and dex. No, I didn't. I played attacks. I played skills. I played a power. Oh, I played a power earlier that turn, so I'd already triggered the Rainbow ring. Got it. It glows when you've already triggered it, not when you're about to. Got it, got it, got it. You will be trivial to kill. So does that mean I do it now, or does it mean I cycle? I think it means I cycle, right? Prowess, prepared through untouchable. Dodge and roll, and then I'll kill you. And then next turn, I've already got some rolling dodge. Oh, sick. Fasten, then defend for 14 twice. Cloak and dagger our way into some shivs. Shadow step our way into double damage next turn. Now, as long as you can be weakened and, I don't know, ideally made vulnerable. Never mind, that's not going to happen, so let's leave that piercing well for a later turn. All right, I retained my hand. I forgot about that. It's pretty useful. Weaken you a couple times. I don't need both of these piercing whales in hand. Okay, cloak and dagger, shiv, shiv, shiv. Yeah, I figured that was going to be the case. Then shadow step, double damage next turn. Squash. Unfortunately, the enemy is going to be vulnerable. Sorry, intangible. They're going to be intangible, which they were. Mm-hmm. Shadow step that hand away. Sadly, right, I do have retention. Why do I keep playing the shadow step off turn? Raps? Please tell me you have a good answer for that, because it's feeling a lot like you don't. It seems like the internal answer coming from my soul is, it's fine. Which, to be fair, does seem to be fine. There you go. We'll have Shadow Step set up for the right turn. How about that instead? Big old neutralize for 54 damage. And there was a second one coming from where that came from. Liquid Bronze, absolutely. No reason not to play that yet. After Image, I do kind of just want to set up on Queen. But I will have to kill both of you, I think. Yeah. I'll spread the vulnerability, though. How about that? That tracking on a weakened and vulnerable target, I mean, 22 damage, another 22, and then each of these shivs is 18. 27. Yeah, honestly. Cunning Potion. We'll take the Torchhead Amalgam out this turn. And then start focusing on the back line. Unfortunately, went straight past well-laid plans there, which is tough. Let's cycle through Tactician. Then it's time to weaken you. Shadow Step is nice, but I do think I probably just tend towards defense here. All but 2 health defended that turn, so we triggered the Centennial Puzzle for the additional draw, which was, of course, what we were hoping to do. Prowess our way into double defend and then squash the point of strength and dex, as well as weaken on the enemy. You are now weakened and vulnerable, making this an optimal turn to attack you with all of our damage. Oh, thank heck we got the well-laid plans there, allowing us to retain this hand. So now I have Neutralize still available to weaken you. Yay! 22. Fasten, then defend by itself. Does everything we need that turn. Squash, we've got vulnerability set up. Okay, great. Count gamble for a whole new hand, as well as 2 new energy from the tactician we play out. Neutralize. Leading strike, and I even had a sucker punch and another explosive ampule if we were going to need anything. I mean, legitimately, strength on strength on strength. Like, being able to get strength on silent and looking at prowess and going, oh, this is strength on silent, great. Oh, finally, I get strength. And then immediately being offered Sword of Jade and Rainbow Ring and Oddly Smooth Stone, and then just rolling out of control because all of our selections were made around taking advantage of our like raw stats or giving additional multipliers to our raw stats. God, absolutely ridiculous. Just complete domination of that. Elite Killer and Speedier. For the moment, though, mining has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Slay the Spire 2, top left. This is a series playlist for all of my content to the game past, present, and future. YouTube recommendations are down below. Streaming past the names of the people so generously supporting the Republic on patreon.com/RhapsodyPlays. Out above the thank tier, and a special thanks this episode to Dialer. Hopefully you'll have been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you all next time.